Hey everyone, Mike again. Today we're going to talk about Trae. Obviously, it's a new adaptive AI IED. It looks like it basically uses a VS Code, and it's kind of like Klein, so that's kind of cool. Right now, it is free, but once again, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Basically, after reading all the docs and their privacy policies and everything, it sounds like we're basically beta testers, which that's fine. What's crazy is I would highly, if you do plan on wanting to use this, I would seriously look at their privacy policy. Like I was just reviewing it again. There's a lot of information in here, and there's different information depending on what country you live in too. So like here's Australia, Brazil. But if I go down to the United States, so for me, it says, depending on where you live, you may be entitled to certain rights. Yeah, whatever. You have the right to know, but like this line here, for United States users, the platform does not sell your personal information or share with third parties. So if you're outside of the US, what does it do? Obviously California has rights too. But like I said, I would seriously consider reading the privacy. I would read the terms of service, which I was even going over. I mean, I can't find anything that would be like shady. And if you're concerned about companies tracking you, then you probably should get rid of everything you own, because the truth is everything tracks your every movement. I mean, these things here, so it is what it is. But like I said, I would read the privacy policy and the terms of service. And like I said, the documentation's not the greatest, but it's there. I mean, one of the cool things though is it does come with Claude Sonnet 3.5 for free. And if you saw my other video trying to make an app, I mean, I spent about $10 in API costs. So that could be a savings. But so I thought I would download this and try to start a new project and see if I can actually do something with this. I mean, who knows how this is going to go. I mean, but you're basically going to download it. And then I would just follow the setup instructions here. The only thing I'm concerned about, though, is when you get to this part here, because it basically gets administrative privileges. I mean, that to me is a little, I mean, as you can see, we'll apply administrative, permissions for installing shell commands. I don't know about that one. So we'll see what happens. What's the worst that could happen, right? I've said that before. So yeah, well, let's get started. All right, so I'm already getting installed with this thing, and I'm really hesitant to do this, but I want to see how well this works. So I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. I'm sure it's going to give me some errors. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's log in. So now I actually have to log in to this. I'm sure I'll have to approve my identity. Oh, I didn't even have to. Wow. All right. So let's log in here. Login successful. And there we go. So see, it does look a lot like VS Code. It's got Trae Chat. We got open file. We can clone a repository. We can select projects. I mean, I heard all of this is pretty much the same. I mean, I do have Klein on here, which would be kind of, I mean, wouldn't they fight each other at this point? Yeah, it pulled in most of my extensions. Interesting. I thought I was going to have to do all this. All right, I'll be back. Now, I want to mention too, I don't know if it's the way I have my firewall set up, but this keeps popping up constantly. I don't know. And of course, before we even begin, so I already have my file set up here, but there is a chat and a builder function. So that'll be interesting to see the difference. Let's see if it can actually even read the code I have. So I'll put it in chat. So I'll just ask it, how do I share? So that to me is just a little off. That I mean, because Klein can read it. I mean, all of them can do it. So let's give it the main. So I'm already like 2 seconds into this and I already got an error code. What is, hello. So let's just see what happens when I give it the code. So I gave it a very simple prompt. Probably not good enough. I had to give it context. You have to do this hashtag, #, sorry, context, and add the files. I tried it the first time without it. It had no idea. It started building something completely random. So let's see what it does. So I'm literally just kind of letting it go through whatever it wants just to kind of see what it starts with. It's made me accept some things. I've had to change some things. It looks like it's doing a very basic setup for now. I don't know. We'll see. So right off the bat, an issue you might have that I just realized is I don't have my PowerShell up to date. That's on me. So go to the documents, make sure you install the newest version of PowerShell. All right. All right. So I updated my PowerShell and I had to restart and continue. I will mention this thing off is a very resource hog. It is absolutely killing my memory, and I have got I think 64, 120 something gigabytes of memory, and it's eating it. So I'll get back to you. I was trying to run Mongo through my Coolify, and it didn't like it. So now I'm doing it locally just to see if I can get this to work, because I don't know what's going on right now, and I don't know if this is going to work. So I'll get back to you. So after our first test, as you can see, I have a white screen. I'm used to this, so let's keep going. So we're still going. I do have a page. It's not pretty right now. We're trying to create now the user page. It didn't create me one for some reason, so we're moving on to the next step. All right. Okay, so I tried everything. I couldn't get this to work. I don't think this is a failure on their part. I think this is a failure on me. And see, now I can't even get the local host to work. I was trying to show you what it was actually building. But basically, the long and the short of this, I got myself into a loop where it just wouldn't stop trying to do stuff. You know, and as you can even see here, I've got ports open and it's trying to see, it's even trying to do this again. But once again, I think this is more of a me fail than a Trae fail because, you know, once again, I am not a coder. I mean, my coding knowledge is so outdated that, you know, maybe I'm just not asking it the right questions. You know, I mean, my file structure sucks. I don't know why it's not loading. I mean, as you can see, this is what keeps happening to me when I'm trying to look at the backend that it's supposedly built. I don't even see the file structure for the backend, and it keeps telling me that it's there. So I'm so confused right now. Okay, so I'm trying to see if it will load the page again, just so I can show you guys where at least I got to. So give me a sec. Okay, so I mean, this is what we created, but nothing works. I click on anything. I mean, it takes me to a login page, but it doesn't work right. But anyways, for now, I mean, it is free to use. So if you've always wanted to try one of these, I mean, it comes with Anthropic Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So, I mean, you know, that'll save you a lot of money to try one of these out. I'm going to try to play with this again later today or maybe tomorrow. So I hope you learned something, and hopefully you learn from my mistakes. So other than that, have a good one. See you again.